Hey everybody, the Chang here with a quick instructional video. Before we get into that though, please help us out with that algorithm. Hit that like button and the subscribe button to help us out with that algorithm. So we're going to be covering the unloading and loading of a double action revolver. This is specifically for the instructor candidates who are looking to do the NRA Basics of Pistol Instructor program and the exercise that's covered in Appendix 5. So I have here a double action revolver. Doing this right-handed, I'm going to work the cylinder latch, and that's going to be right here. This is a Smith. Smith usually pushes forward. Other brands, they may pull backwards. I know my Chiappa Rhino, there's a lever that goes down here. But first step is work the cylinder latch or the cylinder release. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my support hand. I'm going to make one of these things here, right here. I'm going to work the cylinder latch. I'm going to push my fingers through and lock the cylinder in place. This is pretty key because I do not want this spinning around, especially if I'm trying to load cartridges. Now, in your books, I think it's page 60 something. That's the load. Right here, it's page 67. You'll notice that they have two methods. First method is to go ahead and rotate the revolver upwards and use your thumb to push on the extractor rod, or the extractor ejector rod. The extractors are right here. The other method, and I prefer this method, the secondary method, is to go ahead and use your support hand or your firing hand here to go ahead and punch that rod. I prefer this method because it keeps your finger off of the forcing cone. If I'm using this thumb method, if I have fired this gun, especially if I'm firing 357s, that forcing cone is going to be really, really hot, possibly resulting in burns. All right, so that's the unload. Now, as a right-hander, if I'm going to load, again, I'm working the cylinder latch here with my shooting side thumb. I'm pushing, and I'm going ahead and doing that same thing that we did earlier with the two fingers pushing through and the thumb locking the cylinder. Now, if I have speed loaders, I would take my speed loader, index against the cylinder, and push. I don't want this to be able to spin. Now, I'm also going to be loading my cartridges, notice, with my dominant hand or my shooting hand. Typically, revolvers are designed to be loaded with your shooting hand, which is usually the more dexterous hand, so you would also be wearing your spare ammo on the shooting side. So once I have my cartridges inserted, I'm going to establish my shooting grip. I'm going to close the cylinder. I'm going to give it a little twist to make sure the action locks up, and now I can go ahead and fire. So there you go. Hopefully this helps you, especially if you're not really familiar with loading or unloading a double action revolver. It helps you prepare for that Appendix 5, or if you're not doing the instructor thing, hopefully this helps you with just loading and unloading the new revolver that you purchased. So there you go. Hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. Again, help us out with that algorithm by hitting that subscribe button and clicking that bell notification, probably off to the right there, so you can be notified of any new content that we might post. Thank you so much for your time. Stay safe, and we'll see you out on the range.